What's up YouTube? The purpose of today's video is to present an underlying safety issue with the AR-15, which I believe is specific to the AR-15, and what it is dented primers. Now you may have noticed if you've ever chambered a round and then taken that round out of the chamber, there might be a really tiny dent in the primer. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's see if I can focus in on it here. You see right in the center, there's a tiny little dent. Now this is a round that has not been fired yet, but it has been chambered. And then right here is a round that has not been chambered yet. So what is it that causes that dent? Well, what it is with the AR-15, it has a free-floating firing pin. So when you pull back the charging handle and let it go, the bolt flies forward, and that the inertia causes the firing pin to slide forward a little bit and tap the primer. Now, obviously this round isn't fired, even though it has a dent in it, which means that chambering a round is not going to fire your round. But what can happen is the repeated chambering of a round can eventually fire the round, which poses a pretty big safety issue, especially if you're not expecting it. Now, I'm making this video because I care about your safety, I care about anybody's safety that you're ever shooting with, and I support the Second Amendment. And you know, if this were something that were to happen often, it'd be one more reason for the legislators to try to ban AR-15s, and we of course don't want that. But let me show you how it actually works. So I'm going to take the bullet that does not have a dimple in the primer yet, load it in the magazine, and show you exactly what I'm talking about. And the other reason I'm making this video is because there's not a lot of information about this online. And I feel that knowledge is power, so you should know about this. So put it in there. Alright, grab the camera. Now if you look again, that round that was previously flawless now has a little dimple in it. So there is a fix to this. Now, the reason why this is a big problem, you know, you might be asking, like, why would somebody have to chamber multiple rounds? Like, why would you have to chamber the same round multiple times? Well, I live in Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania has very strict hunting regulations. For example, you can't travel in a car with a loaded rifle. Now, this, by Pennsylvania standards, is loaded. Check it out. The mag well's empty, the chamber's empty. This is still loaded if this magazine is in the car with ammo in it. If this is in a locked container, though, it's no longer loaded. They can be in the same vehicle together, but this has to be in a locked container. But this sitting right next to it, or this, you know, in the front seat with this in the back seat, that's still a loaded rifle. So obviously for home defense, I keep one in the chamber, but when I go to drive somewhere and I have my AR with me, I have to take that round out of the chamber. Now, the videos that are on YouTube, they suggest, you know, just put the round a few down in the magazine, that way you don't have to worry about it. That's a lot of work, so I'd rather show you something else that's a little bit safer. So once again, we're going to take a round that has not been dented yet. We'll put it in, and I just want to teach you this way because I want to have one in the chamber, but I don't want to have an accidental discharge in my apartment. There's people around, bullet penetration, and it's really loud. If that happened in the middle of the night, that'd be bad. So what you want to do is pull it back and then just ride it forward. And then use your forward assist to finish the job. I'm going to pull this round out and take a look at it. Now, as you can see, that round is fine. So that is going to be the safest way to chamber a round whenever you're in your home. I mean, if you're outside, just let the bolt go. But if you're inside, I highly recommend that you use the pull back and guide it forward, and then use the forward assist method, just because it could save a life. If you're ever on the range, you don't want rounds flying out when you're not expecting them to. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. I just did want to share that concern because, like I said, it could save a life, and you know, other people have had this happen to them, where a round fired and they had no idea why. I've seen different things online, like people have said, you know, they've cycled the same round 50 times and nothing's happened, but somebody else said they did it 5 times and it ended up going off. So you never really know. But I think that you definitely should do this while being safe about it, just so you can understand your gun, see how hard your firing pin flies forward when you let the bolt go. Experiment with this a little bit, but be safe, because you need to know about it. One fix to this that I found is to use a titanium firing pin because they're much lighter, which means that they don't fly forward as fast when you close the bolt. They still do leave a microscopic dent, much smaller than the ones that you saw so far, which were pretty small in general already. But it's safer. I'm not going to spend the extra money for a titanium firing pin. I'm just going to pull back, ride it forward, forward assist, easy as that. Anyway, make sure you subscribe because I've got more gun videos coming in the future. See